I'm Theresa Symons. I work with the Good Shepherd Sisters. I'm the Regional Manager for Mission Development in Asia Pacific. And Good Shepherd is in 19 countries in Asia Pacific. Part of my work focuses on human trafficking because it is one of the priorities of the congregation. Good Shepherd focuses on its work on women and children, especially those most marginalized by society. And we have found that the issue of human trafficking is actually a phenomenon that has got push and pull factors. And one of the push factors would be poverty that's experienced by women in their communities as well. And we are trying across the congregation, which Asia Pacific is part of, to see if we can do work that not only addresses the symptoms that we see of human trafficking, which is women and children needing shelter, needing facilities, but also to address systemic and root causes of trafficking. Historically, Good Shepherd has always been known for its residential services, the provision of shelter for women and children who are at risk. And we have found that when we shelter these women and we hear their stories, actually we are listening to an after effect of a crisis that has happened. So we realized that we are in both sending countries as well as destination countries. And in sending countries, there is a need to look in those areas. How do we assist, especially people who are poor from the rural areas, to have an alternative livelihood within their own context? And when that happens, also education on safe migration. And that's where prevention comes in. And all the activities that are related to prevention, including economic justice activities, vocational training, outreach to village communities, working with community mobilizers to share with people what safe migration is about. And if they have to actually move from their country of origin to another country to look for a job, at least they know how to be safe and what are the points that they need to be aware of when they're offered employment. The other part about protection that we also realize is that it is not just about giving food and the provision of a shelter. We also need to be able to address the trauma that the woman has experienced. We need to be able to assist if the woman is willing to, or if the traffic person is willing to, make police reports. Because not many victims want to make police reports or bring their cases further, and therefore traffickers don't get prosecuted. For them to be able to say, yes, I want to bring the case to court, first the woman has to be literate. She has to know the names of her employer, where she has lived. Second thing is, it all depends at the time when they experience the police in their first encounter with the police officers. What was that experience like? As Good Shepherd, we have found that if we are able to have very good protection services that addresses the trauma the woman has experienced, help her to build trust with us, and help her to realize that what has happened to her is not her fault, that she is actually a victim, then the chances of her saying, I will give evidence, I will, share, and I will trust the police, hopefully that will happen. I don't have exact figures as to the numbers who are trafficked, but I do know that the phenomenon is terrible. It's a huge phenomenon that we have to do something as church.